Hey, it's TDA and welcome back to Master Healer Kale and a useless party. Although, I'm not sure I agree with the name because after all of these upgrades we did last time around, I don't think the party is quite useless anymore. However, we are now going to tackle Nightmare Mode because we completed the normal mode and a couple of levels of Nightmare Mode last time around. Now, let's see. The highest level difficulty that we've done was 900. The next level is already going to be 1.4k difficulty, so that's going to be interesting. But because we completed normal mode, we also have some new nodes. Now, as far as I can tell... Oh, wait, actually, we do have some new modes here. We can just increase Clapham's damage, which, interestingly enough, is called Arcana Staff. And as we learned at the credits last time around, Clapham is actually a caster, not a archer. We can also just increase his health ×2. We have a massive increase to the armor of the... This is the maximum health of Grandpa Bagel. We can just increase Madeline's damage and health here as well. Okay. And then over here in the technology tree, we have... Let's see. We can increase the amount of gold that Transmute Gold gives in Nightmare Mode. But I think more importantly is we have some abilities here that are just going to allow me to skill the damage, the health of my entire team, and the armor. So 2 armor per ruby collected. That's a lot. Okay. And then what do we have over here? We have the training facility, enables the use of skill points to upgrade the party's max health and damage. And then over here we have enables the use of gold to increase Kale's healing spells. This does cost ruby, so we're gonna have to pick one of those because we only have 1 ruby available to us at the moment. But what I can do is, this will increase the damage and healing on all my allies anyway. So if I just spend the ruby over here... Ooh, hello, that's more rubies. Ah. This is just gonna flat double my healing. Okay, that's interesting. But anyway... So that actually gave me exactly... Oh, I was about to say that it gives me exactly nothing, but we have this entire technology tree over here. Ah, okay, so I can spend gold now to... Ooh. This gives me a lot of options. So we can increase the healing of heal. +5, that's a lot. Let's do the heal as well. And then what else? Ooh, we can increase the might damage. No, actually, I want this one, the attack speed from haste, because that's the one I'm using the most. Okay, this is kind of like a new game plus, I guess. And let's just increase a flat damage increase to everyone. Okay, well, we're gonna have to find out how this works in a Nightmare Mode. Okay, I also spent my skill points to upgrade Clapham, and specifically I made sure we have all the poison-related skills. I think that should do it for now. Let's see, let's just dive in. So we are going to go into the 3rd level of Nightmare Mode. Now I just was checking out how difficult this is going to get. So we've completed 2 levels of Nightmare Mode last time around. So this was base difficulty 900. The next one is already 50% higher. So that's going to be interesting. And the Demon Castle itself is going to be 70k base difficulty, so yeah, that's slightly more than this. 50 times more than the level we're currently going to attempt, but, you know, let's figure out if that's actually gonna be sufficient. Now, let's cast all, let's do the haste thing. Let's make sure we cast regen on our tank. I don't know, let's transmute some gold. How much gold is this gonna do? I don't know. I'm actually not sure if that's worth it. But, you know. Let's see if we can toss in a meditate while we're at it. Oh, hello. So we can almost... It's a little risky because, as you can see, there's a lot of burst damage going on there. Yeah. Our tank needs more hit points in order to be able to survive that. We actually didn't gain that much from that. Let's see though. How can we upgrade? So we can upgrade all allies' damage based on the total rubies collected. This is a massive upgrade actually, but we didn't get this one yet. So let's see. Increases all allies' maximum health based on the total rubies collected. So there's 5 maximum health per ruby. And then this is going to give them hit point or armor based on ruby. 2 armor per ruby, that's actually quite a lot. Because that is going to give us 38 armor for every level of this. I mean, I'm not sure which one of these is better. I feel the armor might be better because that applies to all of them. Well, this also applies to all of them, but yeah, I don't know. I think that we should probably go down a level for the moment and do that again. Do a little bit of farming. So let's say cast all. Hello, yes. Let's do the heal. Let's make sure we give you regen. Transmute gold, instant heal. Well, the first one is always free, right? So we should probably cast that. Let's make sure they focus him. I should maybe be casting more of those and maybe alternate that with the party heal. Because the party heal actually gives me like almost free healing, right? So let's cast all. Let's give everyone a haste buff again. And that was the boss. Okay. That's 10k gold. That's actually pretty decent. So let's get some more. These become really expensive really quickly though. But here we go. We have everyone with an additional 190 health now and 76 armor. I mean, this feels like completely overpowered. Also, this is a massive damage buff as well. Oh, anyway, I also have skills. No, let's not forget about the skills. Do I just complete this technology tree? I mean, increasing the gold drop seems like a pretty good thing for farming, right? Is there anything else I can pick up that is going to help me farm? Clap's basic attack arrow turns into gold. That's farming, right? This is damage. Additional shield on our little tank. I don't think we have specifically anything for farming left. Huh. Well, actually, this is kind of for farming. This gives Madeline more experience, right? And just in case our tank dies, let's get ourselves some additional gold. Okay. Anything else I can get? Well, actually, yes. All of this isn't particularly useful, though, because it's skills I'm not using. I don't know, some additional gold from the levels. And let's do that same level again. This might be a little farmy. Grindy, farmy. Those are words, right? Oh, I suck at casting my skills for some reason. Why are you not casting this? There we go. I think I should just be casting heal on cooldown. Apparently I can't actually click the icon over here. I need to click the actual bar, which is kind of annoying. Let's cast an additional haste buff. Oh, we're actually farming this level really quick now. 1.5k, 22, okay, let's go back. I think just getting some more damage, yep. 1 level each seems to be appropriate. Now this is just gonna give me a flat additional amount of gold per level. And this is gonna give me experience per level. I mean, all of this is really good. What else are we getting? We should probably get the additional Bright IDs levels, so Madeline gets more experience as well. And I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it feels like we can just start filling out this entire tree now. There's nothing in... Oh, actually, Grandpa Bagel's armor by a percentage is really good, considering how much we're now scaling up his armor. He has 131 armor already. Okay. Cast all. Let's do the haste thing. Let's make sure we give you that. And we're just gonna spam you with heal. Maybe alternate it with party heal for the additional experience. Okay, this is This is very smooth sailing now, so we can definitely feel the power increase happening. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to pull off an additional haste. Apparently I am. Might as well transmute some gold then. Finish! Yay! Okay, 16k. Back to tavern. Let's finish this, because the prioritization is really nice. Honestly, increasing these upgrades still feels very worthwhile, and remember, we also have all of these. But yeah, for the moment, I think that just giving everyone flat increases is just too good to not do this. I do feel like I maybe should be starting from the bottom, because damage is nice. Health is nice. But armor is just awesome. Right? Okay, speaking of armor, let's see, where was it? Here. That's that completed. More shield. More health on our tank is always a good thing. More health on our tank from that one as well. Okay, let's see if we can finish this in the next level and get ourselves another access to upgrades. Okay, cast all. Let's go for the haste one. Let's do this one and do that one. Maybe do an instant heal. Let's do a transmute gold just because I can. Let's do a meditate just because I can. Then I want to heal this, so we renew the buff. I mean, it feels like the armor is definitely pulling its weight now. Let's do another castle. Let's do another haste. Let's do another burst heal. There we go. Oh, that was the boss. Well, working like intended, I would say. So that's another ruby. So let's make sure we spend that. We could just give him 3 times as much health, or yeah, all of these sound pretty good. But honestly, oh, I think they multiply with each other, right? So once we have spent enough in this, then picking that one up is going to be a massive multiplier. Now this is just gonna flat out buff all the healing I do, times 2. However, this is going to allow me to use the use of skill points to upgrade the party's maximum health and damage. Huh. I'm gonna unlock that, but... Ah, okay, so this is just gonna allow me to spend these points for flat upgrades. I think we should be completing this technology tree first, with the exception of the rubies, but this is all nice nice upgrades. Honestly, no. These are nice, but these are initially going to be better, I think. Just 10% damage to all they do, that is really good. Armor is really good as well. Oh, these don't increase in terms of... I mean, that was just 40 armor right there. Huh. Well, let's give everyone the 10% damage buff, and let's give Grandpa some additional health as well. And then we can do the same over here. I feel like I'm power tripping at this point now. I mean, maybe actually investing gold and experience first, so we can kind of leverage all of that. And let's see. This one is again 50% more difficult. Casting all, casting haste. I'm not sure if the party heal is worth it at this point. Let's cast the meditate if we can. Okay, let's cast all, and then let's cast haste once more. I'm not sure what happened to the cast all there. felt like it wasn't triggering. I shouldn't have to target as long as I don't have that on cooldown. Anyway, so far so good. So this boss used to hurt a lot, right? So, ooh, hello. Now this is burst heal on everyone. There, that was my tank though. Yeah, okay. Some more survivability is gonna be helpful there. But we still got 13k gold. So let's get some more armor. Now it's 12k. We can't quite get that. We could increase this. Actually, oh, hold on. I never picked that one up. Oh, there's more upgrades here. Reduces heal cooldown. That's really good. When casting Raise on a living ally, it also applies auto raise, which automatically heals them when they get KO'd. Okay, that sounds like a nice buffer thing to have. Anyway, let's just go all in on investing some additional armor on Grandpa Bagel. 300. 300 is a lot, honestly. Let's give you some additional health as well per level. Yeah, I kind of want to fill all of this out. We're at 64% of the tree already, so maybe we'll do that in a second. But let's dive back in and see where we get. Let's see. Hostile haste to give everyone a massive buff. Let's do renew. Let's keep costing heal. I think we should just be spamming heal pretty much. Well, maybe not spamming, but that does allow me to do more fast calls, and it should refresh a lot of other things. For example, it should allow me to cast renew whenever anyone who needs it. Okay, it seems that I lose the fast all if I switch levels. It seems like a bug, but it is what it is. Let's transmute some gold, I guess. Is this worth it? I don't know. Probably not. So he still gets the stacking armor buff, right? That's just 11 armor at this point. That's not doing much. Let's see if we can cast the haste buff. There we go. Ow. Okay. That AoE was a little too painful. But we got the boss. Okay, there we go. Doesn't matter if you die, if you still kill the boss. 60k goals. Okay, and we got another one of those rubies. Let's see. So we could just double all my healing and shielding, or my mana. Or we could go for a massive increase to damage. I'm not quite sure which direction to take. I mean, this is damage and defense, so maybe it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Reducing the cooldown on heal is actually, I think, really good, and that took most of my money right there. But this just allows me to cast that almost non-stop. I think, actually... Let's go for the mana. I can increase my heals over here, by the way. So speaking of which, let's see. Raise healing plus 50. Is that just all healing? Region heal, or raise healing. So this is the spell raise. But if this is what will actually increase my burst healing and my normal heal. So those are two things I use a lot. I already got a couple of levels of region over there, so yeah. Haste attack speed 5% might be worth getting as well. Meditate mana plus 2 sounds like a little bit underwhelming, to be fair. We have a lot of skill points to get, so let's buff the hell out of Grandpa Bagel's armor. We're just gonna make him invulnerable to everything. And let's just spend the gold. There we go. And let's dive back in. So, hostile. Might need to go back a level, but Is this still the same level? This is the wolves then. Yeah, this might... We were still farming this, right? I mean... the armor is doing its work. We're no longer taking any damage whatsoever. Well, in that case, let's keep spamming party heal. What do you mean healing? I don't need to heal if my tank is just doing everything. Yeah, okay, this is a little silly. Also means I can transmute some more gold. I'm nowhere close to running out of mana now. This might still hurt though. This guy was doing a lot of damage before. Okay, now I can just spam heal. That is a very good way of running out of mana, by the way. So let's make sure we give everyone a haste buff. Okay. He can still one-shot, apparently. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if he dies, right? Okay, yeah, so we were farming that level, but let's go back to the tavern. And let's just keep investing money in the maximum amount of experience points, in the maximum amount of gold that I will gain now. And that means it feels like I should just be investing my gold into these abilities. Well, maybe I can spend the remaining gold on other stuff, right? So this is just gonna give me more gold, so, you know, farm, farm, farm. I need more rubies. I need a lot more rubies. Oh, wait, I actually forgot. I can increase my healing. Okay, that's what I should be spending my remaining gold on. Okay, so gold goes in here, and if I can't spend that, it should go in here. And then for the skill points, I think just spreading them out a little bit. I'm still inclined to... I mean, some of these skills are actually really good because they multiply with each other, right? So for example, over here we have that skill that is going to allow Holy and Dark Magic to attack faster, but because all of those attacks are now stronger, this is actually really worthwhile getting. And this is going to reduce the damage dealt by the enemy, so yeah, all of that is still worth getting, so we should probably do a little bit of that. This is going to slow their attacks, so these are all defensive options. Yeah, let's just farm that level once more. A little bit of farming, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Party heal for the experience. Let's go with the protection on everyone, so we don't get one shot again. I've just been wondering who's doing the most damage. More transmute gold. Yeah. Transmute me some gold. There was that skill that gives transmute gold additional gold in nightmare mode. Is that worth getting? Maybe. So do your AoE attack. I will cast my mega shield on everyone. There we go. Dude. Still did a lot more damage than I was expecting, but that's another 60k gold farm. So we are now optimizing our farming. Let's see, let's do some additional damage here. Let's make sure she self heals. Let's make sure they don't heal. Frozen shield buff that also is applied to Grandpa Bagel, so that's really nice as well. Additional damage to bosses sounds like a good idea, so let's just keep doing this. Basic fireball deals additional damage to enemies with a slow debuff, but removes the slow debuff. This is actually going to be pretty decent, I think. So if you look at the damage, fireball is one of my highest abilities. Poison arrow is actually the best one. Okay, so those are the points spent. Then let's turn here and let's keep buffing this. So I think we focus on armor first. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's go with... Oh, that was max level. I thought this was going to be infinite. Anyway, that's good because we completed that one, so that's survivability. Then we will take the damage upgrade next. So this is 4 out of 5 and 3 out of 5. So we have almost completed that already. Okay. I think one more round in this level and then we will move on to the next one. So haste. Let's do a transmute gold. Feels like I'm not really doing anything else anyway, so let's do a party heal for the experience. Yeah. Let's do a cost all. And let's make sure we cost protection before we switch levels, because otherwise it won't apply to everyone. Look at the grandpa tanking like a boss. Okay, this dude is actually still taking damage. Which means I actually need to go... Let's not cast it yet, hold on. Let's cast it now. Let's get the protection on everyone. And then let's make sure they focus on the tank. I can just spam this. Actually, I have so much money I can actually spam. Just spam this and then do cast all. Do the haste on everyone. I think he didn't actually get off his attack. We were that fast this time around. Okay. That is a significant amount of stuff. So let's see. Let's finish the damage. We can almost finish the HP as well. So what do I want to buff? I think region is something I'm using a lot. This is gonna give that. I'm actually wondering, can I see how much damage it does if I go over here? It says heal per second is 50. That's insane, actually. And then also let's make sure we finish this, because this is gonna also heal for 2% of max health. That's really good. I'm also not sure how I got to a negative amount of money, but okay, it's probably due to some rounding happening. And then in the training facility, let's actually give Clapham and Madeline some health as well. I mean, we could just go like this, just kind of spread it around. That doesn't really feel like we're optimizing anything. But yeah, giving them some additional stats should do the trick, I think. And I just want to finish out this entire technology tree. I'm not sure how much points that would actually be. Given how many we're getting, I mean, we have 1.3k already. Might not be the worst thing. Let's move on to the next level, though. Let's see if we can beat that one. Again, let's start with a cast all, and then make sure we haste everyone. And let's make sure we get this rolling buff going here. They're not doing any damage. Okay. Well, party heal time then. Let's mute gold time, I guess. Just cast region on everyone. So it's the lazy thing to do, and definitely not the optimal thing to do either, but you know. It is what it is. Let's cast haste on Madeline. It's so strange that these guys are doing less damage. There was a special probably in this particular level, but I don't remember what it was. that's a very nice speed up to everyone. And we should be able to clear this out easily. That was surprisingly easy. Which makes this level a potential really good one to farm, because we get a huge amount of points from that. Okay. So let's make sure we complete the health bar here. I think just going for the plain upgrade, doubling everything that I do, is too good not to pick up, right? And then what do we get over here? Oh, ×2 mana again? Okay. That's a thing we could pick up, I suppose. I'm also wondering if there's going to be a similar technology tree down here. We definitely have more options for the rubies than we have rubies to spend, it feels like. But yeah. Let's finish every skill we have for Grandpa Bagel. Honestly, I had most of them already. Okay, that was actually all of them. We were pretty close to that. This is gonna add some survivability in case they die. I mean, it's not the best spending of points, I guess, but still. I also kind of just want to round out the rest of this technology tree. I don't think we necessarily want to spend it on finding treasure though, but we do have some abilities over here. 71% completed. Sounds really nice though. I don't know, let's just round this out as well. It's not that expensive, and let's just make sure that we have everything we can get. We don't need to think about it too much more. Okay, that is all we can do. Let's move on to the next level. Again, past all. Let's go to the haste. Is this the same level again? Oh, I thought we were gonna move on. Anyway, then we're farming this. I mean, I guess that works. They do a surprising amount of damage too. Let's do the burst heal so they focus on the tank. Let's not past this just before we switch levels. Now we can. Let's give everyone another haste buff. This also leaves behind a permanent buff, remember? So look at the amount of damage that we do. Do we have enough abilities, you think? Probably. Let's make sure they focus on the tank. I mean, a 500 shield is actually pretty impressive. Ooh, that's so slow. It's actually going to be a lot more for him as well, because he does have that skill that gets additional shield. Past all, and let's do a haste, which also heals the tank. And there we go. Okay, back to the tavern. Let's round out the skills over here. Yeah, we are getting very close to just having all the skills in the tree. We don't have them. Oh, that was actually not a gold skill, but that doesn't matter. That's okay. We want to pick all of these up as well. Sure, let's focus on Clepon first. Some of his skills do have a very nice synergy with Madeline as well. Yeah, we're almost done with that as well. Okay, so let me make sure we pick the next level. This is going to be the Deep Forest. If we go back here, did it have a special ability yet? No, it doesn't. So let's make sure that this one doesn't have that either. Hostile. Do some haste. What is this one? Oh, this is Rapid Shot. So we cast a burst heal every now and then just to keep their attention. Do a protection spell anyway. Just a 400 HP buffer. Oh. Some meditation. We do definitely have more. Oh, hello. I was about to say we have more than enough mana. We do need to, I think, make sure we cast the burst heal more often. I don't have the race spell yet, so this is going to be a bit slow. Might make sense to just retreat and start this over. Okay. We still get some stuff out of that though. So can I buff her HP in any way? I don't think so. I mean, we can buff the damage a little bit. Let's do that. And then with our golds. Did we have all the gold stuff completed? We do now. Don't have any rubies left, so yeah, the only thing I can spend gold on now is this. I think just keep going for the healing, the regen. We have both of those now. Then what else are we doing? I'm not sure that party healing is the way to go, but let's pick that up anyway. And let's try the same level again. Okay, hostile haste. We want to keep this up. We want to burst heal on the main tank. And then we just want to, I think, just almost spam normal heals on the tank. Well, whenever he takes damage, I guess. Keep on to click this thing. This is my MMO brain still working. Make sure we cast that. And after we switch levels, we're gonna cast another buff, another haste buff on everyone. Let's make sure we start with a burst heal first, so they focus on the main tank. Then we can cast all, we can give haste, we can do this, and then we can do another one of those. Burst heal on him. So that will keep the focus, then we can meditate, so we get our mana back. The regen is doing so much healing you can actually tell. Okay, we'll do another burst heal. So we keep the focus. The regen is still going, by the way. Ouch. How much burst healing? Burst damage, I remember. Let's give everyone a nice little... Uh-oh, okay. Oh, we defeated the boss. He just one-shot my tank. Okay, so 1 ruby, back to tavern. Well, the real question is, I don't think we need to upgrade our mana just yet. So what do we spend the ruby on? We could spend it on race, so I can actually heal my tank. That'll be the worst thing. Tripling his HP is nice. Oh, we actually get new skills out of that as well. Didn't realize that. That's interesting. Or we can just give him 100 additional armor. And what's this gonna do? Oh, this is gonna increase the chances of staying strong to trigger. So, stay strong means he gets a 3 armor whenever he takes damage. This is just massively gonna buff that, but I think I'll max out the flat armor buff first. And when I run out of skill... Oh, there's another thing over here. So this is gonna now give me a 30% chance to gain armor whenever we take damage. That's really nice. And doubles the armor gained from stay strong. Okay. So he will get a stacking buff every time he takes damage. So yeah, his survivability just went through the roof. We have some points left, so let's just upgrade some basic skills for Madeline. We have 100,000 gold left, which is what we're going to be spending here. So, let's just buff the hell out of regen, because this is just insane healing now. I think that's definitely the best spell to spend, so 200 healing per second. Yeah, burst healing as well. Okay, that is everything spent again. We are already at a 4k base level, so let's go for the tomb. And let's see how that goes. Let's cast all. Let's give them some heat stuff. Let's give him that. Let's make sure we do the burst healing so that he gets focused. Okay. Let's do another burst heal. I don't know, let's do a party heal just because we can. I don't know, maybe a shoot on everyone? Again, just because I can. Make sure we focus. Okay. I really think I need to make sure I keep that that burst heal buff, that then make sure that I focus him up all the time. I know I just said that, but can we kill him? There we go. Just for the gold, and then we retreat. Go back to the tavern. Still got a pretty decent amount of gold out of that. So yeah, let's just complete the technology tree. Just picking stuff at random now at this point, just so we can clear that out. More heal, more of that, more burst heal. That all sounds pretty good. The training facility was just with skill points, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's try that again. Definitely a little bit more repetitive maybe than before, but that's mostly because we're not really gaining that much new stuff, we are just gaining power. We are in the power tripping part of the game. I want to see how far I can get it. I just spam my heal now. I mean, this is gonna last for a long time. Let's cast a protection on everyone. Let's make sure we keep focusing the boss. Meditate just before we switch levels is always really efficient. Burst heal, there we go. I'll just cast this a few more times, then I can cast all again. I can do everyone a haste bonus. Let's switch to burst heal so they focus. I mean, this looks pretty good. Burst heal again. Is this the last level? Okay. Let's do a protection spell on everyone again. I mean, they have almost as much shield now as they do normal HP. Okay, cast all. Let's give them a massive damage buff again. I mean, this looks really promising. Let's do meditate. And after that, I'll just spam heals. Maybe burst heal just to make sure they don't accidentally kill my other game. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And that was another level cleared. 32k gold. Okay. And 100 skill points, actually. Okay. You know, let's give you 500 armor baseline. Let's give you double the armor from Stay Strong and a massive chance to proc that, so it has a 50% chance to proc now. And then give you 3 armor. I'm not sure if that takes this into account, I don't think it does. But 6 armor every time that triggers, okay. Now, some skill points. We pretty much cleared out the archer upgrades. We do have another ruby left, so I can just increase his damage or increase his health. I do wonder if that's gonna give us access to new skills as well. It might. It also might not. I kind of need more stuff to spend my gold on. Just getting so much gold. Yep. Passive healing. Awesome. Some additional shields. Sure. I'm gonna sit on this this ruby for a second while we try out for the next level. Now, this is gonna be at 10% of the difficulty of the final level, so we're definitely nowhere near the end yet. But I'm having fun, and I hope you are having fun watching this as well. Okay, so almost looked like she was taking damage there, but that's actually not the case. This is already gonna last for 40 seconds because I'm just spamming heal this much. Let's make sure we cast a burst heal. That's painfully slow in comparison. Okay, he has so much armor now, they are just not doing anything to him. And I'm sure that's only going to be a temporary problem based... Oh, did I just lose the buff again? Yeah. Okay, well, just for flatten then. Some additional damage will happen. Just make him focus on the boss with the tank. Let's just stack some additional duration. Let's do a cost all with protection for 600. This is the boss, so you know. Oh, that actually took out most of their. Hello? Okay. Oh, alright. This is poison. The poison thing. Okay, so the tank is not gonna kill anyone. The poison thing is not a problem as long as we have the regen on everyone. That's definitely going to out-heal the poison, I think. I still want to finish out the tech tree over here. Just for my OCD, guys, just for that. Speaking of which, that also means that, you know, spending a lot of mana on the regen sounds like a good idea. Let's spend some mana on the burst healing as well. Money, I mean, and then we dive right back in. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna cast. Actually, I should probably have started with the. No, actually, this was optimal. So I cast regen on all of them, then I'm gonna cast haste now on all of them, and I'm actually alternating heals between them. Now what that is doing is that it's extending the duration of the regen itself, so I don't have to recast that. And every time I crit, that should add the duration to that as well. Let me cast meditate in between just for a second. And then maybe another one of those hasties. Let's cast another one of those. I might need to redo the reapply the regen. Although as long as I can keep up like this, we should be fine. Yeah, I kind of don't want to redo it now. Let's just cast a large shield and them as well. Yeah, see, we're just out healing the poison now. I don't know if the poison stacks actually. So the tank is actually immune to the poison. Yeah, so the poison does run out and he just renews it, so there we go. That is another nightmare level cleared. 165k gold, 110 skill points, and we get back another ruby. Okay, so I think we should be able to clear out most of this now. That was actually a pretty decent buff to Madeline. We only have this skill left, so just in the next round we'll be able to clear out the technology tree for the DPS. We have 2 rubies at this point. I wonder if I do this, if this is actually gonna give me anything. Well, it's gonna double my mana, but if that's gonna give me additional skills, so I kind of don't want to click through the entire technology tree in order to try and find that out. We do also have the opportunity here to very much increase their damage. Actually, okay, let's just do it like this. Let's give him double damage. Yep. And let's give her double damage. That doesn't actually unlock anything, so that is good to know, but now they're literally doing twice as much damage as before. So, you know, farming levels like the one we just had is going to be that much more easy now. I need more Sphinx to spend my gold on. Yeah, keep the region going, and let's also make sure we have more burst healing. Okay. Moving on to the next level. At the start of every stage, reduces all allies' attack speed by 60% for 15 seconds. Honestly, that's not that bad. I mean, it's just gonna slow me down, right? Oh, I forgot to do my region. There we go. He is still taking damage, even though he has an insane amount of armor. This, but it wasn't up yet. There we go. Let's spam some heals in order to keep the region on. Let's call the region on everyone. That wasn't the most effective thing to do though. Anyway. I wonder if the actual heals are doing anything. They're still doing something, just heals for 600. I think multiplied by 2 because of specific abilities. But still. Let's offset the slow with a nice taste buff. There we go. Struggling for mana just yet. Looks like we might be able to clear this pretty easily. This was a new level, right? I've seen so many levels now, I'm actually not remembering. Let's see, is this gonna give me a ruby? Yes it is. Okay, and give me a boatload of money on top of that. Okay, let's go back to the tavern. That means we now have officially cleared out all the base talents. We could increase their health by 2. Doesn't feel like this is gonna unlock anything else. Could be wrong. Which begs the question, where do I spend my ruby? I think I'm just gonna spend it on doubling my mana. Okay, so this didn't unlock anything new either. So it might mean, however, that we can unlock new stuff down here, but that's gonna require quite a few rubies on top of the one we already have. And I'm not entirely convinced that it will actually unlock anything new, because this is specifically tied to the node that unlocked Nightmare Mode to begin with, and that's where the special skills came in. So it might be better to spend the first 2 rubies that we get on doubling their health. But that's not that exciting. What is really exciting, however, is the fact that we can now focus on this thing. Could have done that before, but of course, this is also going to give them additional health and stuff as well. Let's get this to 20. That's a massive amount of stuff. Let's also buff his health a little bit. And let's just bring all of this to level 5. There we go. Let's bring all of this to level 6 and then let's keep going like that, and we can spend our points depending on if it feels like we're lacking damage or if we need health. And just go like that. Poison Arrow, Fireball, yeah, they are actually... Well, Clapon is doing most damage because 3 of the top 4 skills are his, but honestly the difference between the skills is very balanced. That's actually kind of impressive. And Madeline is not just doing damage, she's also kind of debuffing the enemies to keep us alive. Not picking up Life Ascension and things like that seems like it's a good thing though. What was this level gonna do? Three random spells will be disabled? 3? Okay. I have a feeling this might be tough. So for example, we can do the cast all. We can, however, make sure we have regen available. And I'm actually just gonna cast that on all of them. I'm just gonna alternate between the ones that have that to make sure we keep it rolling. Because what I basically want is a rolling stack of regen in all of them, just in case it gets disabled. I mean, this looks pretty good so far, but that was just stage 1. For this particular level, it feels like we're not necessarily lacking survivability. It feels like we're mostly going to... Let's make sure they focus on the tank. There we go. We can, however, now do the mass haste, so let's do that. That's going to give me a lot of damage. I can't actually meditate, so that's worth keeping in mind. That said, I'm nowhere near running out of mana though. Actually have the regen no longer on Madeline because I forgot to keep alternating between the 2 of them. Between the 3 of them. I can't actually do the burst heal now. Anyway. But I was able to do another mass haste. I still can't do the burst heal. I can now, however, do the meditate. So I do that. We don't have cast all anymore. We can, however. I do want to cast a party heal. I have regen on everyone. Let's keep that rolling, and that's pretty much the best I can do, I think, for the moment. We can buff Madeline a little bit with haste. Look at the amount of enemies, actually. The AoE abilities are gonna shine in this particular level. It's gonna take a fair amount of time. So, yeah. Bottom line is, I think the thing we need most at the moment is not survivability, but it is going to be pure damage to make sure that this doesn't last for long. We're whittling away at the boss as well. He's already at 30%. There we go. Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, I think just a little bit of everything makes sense. We got so much points out of that, actually. We can massively buff all of this. I can't understate how massive an upgrade all of this is. Okay. We have 150, almost 500,000 gold to spend as well. Yeah, let's go with this still. Actually, let's buff the haste. I mean, this is just gonna give them massive haste buff. Okay, can we see how much it is? Yeah, 255% attack speed bonus. Okay. I mean, everything else at this point almost feels like it's not worth it. Maybe the meditate mana. Do I want to double their HP? It feels like that's not the best place to spend my rubies. At the same time, I'm not sure what is. I mean, it could just increase their health, I guess. But do I really want to spend anything on that? Let's keep it for the moment. Let's see. Kale starts the dungeon with 30% mana. That's going to be interesting. Okay. I mean, 30% mana is still a lot. Don't get me wrong. Let's cast a haste buff. Let's make sure we buff our tank. Let's make sure we keep that rolling a little bit. Let's make sure we take focus on him. And then we are going to meditate. Should probably have used Time Warp right after that. This does mean I kind of want to not roll the region on all of them. Okay, let's do another haste up on all of them. Come on, Madeline, crits. Give me all my mana back. Make sure we do a burst heal to keep me focused. It's a good moment to do a AoE protection, a buffer, and then we can go and meditate, and then we follow that up with a time warp. Oh, and that means I can basically just meditate straight away. I knew it was good, I just didn't know it was that good. Okay, haste on everyone. It's a pretty good way of going into the last level, but a shield on everyone. We have the rolling region. Let's just put the region on. Oops, hello. I kind of want to do another AoE haste. That's the ice I'm gonna do. It's gonna one-shot everyone. Well, not everyone, but close enough. The nice thing is Madeline does get a damage buff now, so we might still be able to clear this level. Despite her being dead. However, that does mean I need to make sure she has the best... I was about to say, the best protection we can give her, but she was that awesome anyway. Okay, so that is another huge amount of points. And we can go back. So, let's see. Let's buff all of this. Maximum health as well as damage. Let's get that to 20. And some additional health as well. I mean, it still feels like getting region as high as possible is super nice. Meditate at this point is going to be a bit more important as well. What am I going to use my 2 points on? There. That's all the upgrades I can get on the technology tree on the side of the heroes themselves. So now, literally the only thing I can spend the new rubies on are unlocking new abilities. We might want to go for raise, maybe? It feels almost like we should have enough time to actually raise people. So this means that upgrading the race itself might be worth it. Kale and the party have 100 seconds to complete this dungeon before they run out of breath and get KO'd. Well, that's gonna be interesting. It also means I definitely want to start with a cast all and a haste bonus. If I remember correctly, we didn't really have that much to clear about in terms of the damage. As soon as I stop healing here, if I can bring this to 70 seconds, it's gonna last me for the rest of this fight, right? Okay. So let's cast all. It's gonna be a haste buff. So if I cast like 5 more of these, which is now 37 seconds, 44, so that's the rest of the fight for him. And I'm gonna do the same for Madeline. I'm just gonna rely on that. Then I'm gonna cast all, and I'm gonna cast haste on them. I don't think we have enough time to do all of this though. It's actually not gonna be that far off. That's time warp, so this is almost available again. So actually, if I do that a little bit more efficiently next time around, that is going to be just fine. So let's do another one, another haste on all of them. Yeah, so we still need to clear the boss, and we have 1 second left to do so. So this feels very reminiscent of the previous run that we've done. But now we know we need to focus on damage. That also means I can go in here and just focus on damage. I mean, don't underestimate how much of a difference this is gonna make. There we go. I really like the balancing of this game, by the way. All in all, this levels out really nicely. So let's also make sure the haste is now upgraded. To the race healing, which I can't actually unlock because I don't have rubies. But yeah, let's dive back in. Now, I think this is going to be awesome. So let's cast all, let's cast haste, let's cast time warp, and let's make sure we get a rolling heal on everyone. But I mostly just want to make sure it's leveled out between all of them. Okay, so we can cast another haste on everyone already. I just want to have that cast as many times as I can. Now, because I already completed the stage, that also means that speeds up, so that's really nice. You are 50 seconds, which is not quite enough for the rest of the level, so we're getting close, but not close enough just yet. Now, the time warp is off cooldown. So as soon as we can cast another one of those haste buffs, we're going to do exactly that. So that is that one. That's another haste, that's another time warp, so it's already almost good to go. By casting heal, we actually speed up the cooldown as well. I want to make sure we can cast it on all of them, so let's cast a few more heals to unlock that one. There we go. I think this is looking better, right? I have 20 seconds for the boss now, which might not be enough. We should be getting pretty close. Let's make sure we have a protection. Oh, another one, everyone. Yeah, he has a lot of HP. Yeah, we are gonna need a little bit more, but remember, it's not just the boss. We get a flat damage increase to everything that we're doing, right? So, I think we can close this one up. Flat damage is where it's at, right? So, there we go. And then this is more damage as well. Something like this. Let's try it again. Cast all. haste, time warp. Let's keep spamming heal. Let's make sure we cast haste again before the end of this round. There we go. So it benefits from the reduction. Whenever we clear a stage, the cooldown on haste is reduced. Time warp is off cooldown now. This is already lasting me for the rest of the fight, so I no longer have to spend on that. Let's make sure again we cast haste before the end of the round. Everyone, so we can almost instantly cast again for this round. I just want to make sure we cast it on everyone. Okay. Fast all. Haste. One is already gonna last. Okay, so they all have their damage abilities now for the remainder of the fight. Which means I can just, I don't know, do the gold thing. I can also just cast a protection spell on all of them. This is gonna be close. Their damage does ramp up. For example, the poison. So close. The longer the fight takes, the more damage they do. But yeah, that was really close. Okay, so let's go to the training facility. Let's increase the damage just a little bit again. The baseline damage is going to be so high now, because I'm ignoring everything else. I think that should be enough, right? I really want might actually now as well. I don't remember where it was. I think it was actually here. Yes. So this might be... It's tempting to get it now. The main issue with that is that as awesome as this sounds now, the next level might be all about damage, and then we want to go for life ascension, but both of those buffs do feel like they're going to be very worthwhile. Okay. In the meanwhile, let's just keep boosting the spells that we're actually using. There we go. Okay, cast off. We should have enough to barely make it through now. Time warp. Let's get the heal roll. I am gonna optimize this. I want to make sure this is fast before we finish it, otherwise we actually might be doing less damage. Just in time. Okay. So that is 2 haste buffs already up and rolling. At this point I really don't have to think about my mana, so that's nice. We won't actually be able to cast the haste again before the end of this round. Oh well. Let's cast all, let's cast the haste, let's cast the time warp. Combos, guys, combos. That's gonna last for the rest of this level, this as well. This is the one we want to focus on. Let's make sure we cast another haste on cooldown. There we go. And we should be able... Almost? I'm not sure. I was about to say you should be able to cast another one. Look at that boss. He's melting. There we go. 20 seconds to spare now. Okay. Nice. Back to the tavern. Not sure which one of these I want to get. Either the might probably or the life ascension. But we should be spending these either way. That means it's probably now time to invest a little bit more in Grandpa Bagel. There we go. That's a lot of survivability. Let's get their survivability up as well. There we go. And then what do I want to spend my money on? Well, whichever one of those I'm gonna get, right? But I don't know which one that is yet. So let's just keep investing in my heal. I have so much money to spend, it's really insane. So where's my normal heal? It's this one. Heal restores more health. 30 health. Yes, no, that's not what it does. It does 1.7k healing. It does 1.7k healing, and the regen is doing almost 500 per second as well. Okay, and that lasts for a very long time, right? So it lasts for 20 seconds. So that is what? 10,000 healing over time. Okay, pretty good, I would say. Let's move. Oh, we are actually making very decent progress on this nightmare mode. It's going a lot faster than I expected. So, at the start of every stage, Kale's party gets 400 poison for 30 seconds. My regen will actually out heal that, so I just need to make sure I keep that rolling on everyone. So what we're actually going to do is cast all, then cast regen on everyone. And then we just keep spending this. And then because we have this up and running, I can also just cast all, cast haste, cast time warp. And we'll just keep this running, should be fine. Cast all, cast haste. I mean, you can see the damage, but we're doing actually pretty fine. Spam healing. I'm not really spamming. I mean, I am spamming, but I'm spamming with intent. If that makes any sense. Because I am trying to keep this up. So let's take some time to do another haste buff. We do need to keep spamming this pretty much in order to make this viable. I could get the debuff with removal skill. But at this point we're kind of just literally out healing it, like the... If you watched the previous episode, there was some banter between them, like, no, just out heal it. And that's literally what we're doing now. Don't underestimate the amount of damage we're actually taking. So let's do another haste, and let's do a time warp. And optimizing for damage at the same time. Actually gonna cast a meditate, now we're kind of switching levels. Give me my mana back, that's a lot of mana back. Let's cast all, let's do a haste. Seconds. We should be good, I think. Famous last words. I mean, this is all going pretty well. There we go. Okay. Working like intended, and that's another ruby in the pocket that we can spend wherever we want. I'm still stocking up on them because I still don't know what I want to pick, but at this point you could argue that I should just pick at least one of those two things between Might and Life Ascension. I mean, we do get Cast All available more often than we do get the Haste, so I could stack up on both of them. That's tempting. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that we just go back and redo the entire skill tree, right? We could also pick up Raise. Although my guys are dying, I'm doing something wrong, and it feels like once they're dying, it's out of control anyway. Fine. Let's pick up this. Let's make sure that has a minimum amount of casting time, so just 1 second now. So we can give everyone 20% additional health. That's really good. We can also get this thing going. That means the cooldown gets reduced. Casting Regen reduces the mana cost. That's not super useful, but okay, let's pick it up because it's almost free at this point because of the amount of money we have. Life Ascension also restores allies' health. Okay. And the first Life Ascension each battle costs 0 mana. That is good. Let's take a look at Might. It normally gives plus 7%. We can improve that. We can reduce the casting time of that as well. This is gonna heal Bagel whenever we cast that. Casting Might on Clapon triggers his Rapid Shot. Okay. And casting Might on Meddling gives her experience points by a percentage of her maximum experience points. So it's like a free level. I mean, this looks pretty good, right? That also means that I want to... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yep, we are definitely power tripping. Hold on. Okay, so let's go back to those now. This is literally going to double the HP of the party. If I cast all, and the Might is going to give them a flat 38% damage bonus for the entire fight. Okay. Speaking of damage bonuses, let's round out this. And I think it's time to focus on Grandpa Bagel for a bit. Level 50. Nice round number. A lot of additional armor on him. And, you know, getting him as much HP as we can get makes the region more powerful. Also multiplies with the Life Ascension, so, you know. Every second Kale's mana is drained. Now that's gonna be a thing. Okay, so cast all. I think we're gonna go with the flat Might reduction. There we go. And we are gonna cast a lot of heals. And then as soon as this is unlocked, we are gonna cast all and do a haste, because that's also going to be a permanent damage increase. Meanwhile, I'm actually gonna cast a meditate and a Time Lord after that, so I get that back, so I don't have to worry as much about the reduction of my mana. Let's do another Might. Haven't actually done the... I didn't want to cast the party heal. I wanted to cast that one. There we go. So let me do a Life Ascension on everyone. That's doubling their HP. That's pretty good, right? Let's do another Meditate just because we can, so I don't want to run out of mana. We are still only on the 2nd level. So let's do another haste buff. At this point I might as well just do the individual buffs as well. Is that the case? No, I should probably not do that at all. Anyway, that's almost done. Let's do another cast all, but this time do it on Life Ascension. And let's do a Time Warp, so we can almost do it again. I mean, if they take damage, but they have more HP than they know what to do with, that's not a bad thing either, right? So let's double their HP again. It's not doubling, okay, but still. Do a Meditate, so we have some mana for the last level. Do haste. There we go. I'm just stacking everything on the platform at this point. I'm not sure if that's optimal, to be fair. It feels like that's actually a little bit dangerous, because he has the least amount of HP, but then again he has 30k HP, so I'm not sure that's a huge problem. That's an AoE on everyone. Yeah, I think we're fine. I mean, I'm out of mana, but I think we're fine. There we go. I'm really loving this victory rounds. Okay, let's go back to the tavern. I think this is worth investing in quite a bit. Because we already did that on the haste, so we can buff our damage quite a bit. Then what are we gonna spend our remaining points on? Let's get all of their HP up a little bit. The baseline anyway. We haven't invested in their damage for a bit. I'm almost out now. Well, let's do it like this. There we go. And that is everything spent once more, almost everything. If you're not sure what we want to spend this on, but I don't think it matters. 3 levels to go. So let's see. At the start of every stage, Kale's party takes damage equal to 60% of their max health. Now I kind of wish I didn't increase my max health. Honestly, that doesn't really matter because we also have the regen that is gonna heal 40% over time of their max health. So I mean, they take more damage, but it still leaves them with more health that it would otherwise have gotten, right? So let's go here. Now let's cast all. We definitely want their life essentially to be as high as possible. Then we want to start spamming this, I think, on everyone. Okay, so that means a might on everyone. There we go. And then we do cast all, then we do a haste, then we do a time warp. I mean, 60% of their max HP isn't that much if you have a whole bunch of max HP, right? So let's just spam heal so we can make sure the regen is up as long as we can. Oh, actually, we have the cost all available again. Let's give them a 76% damage buff again. Let's do a meditate. I mean, look at the health ticking right back up. That's working just fine. Again, a light ascension on all of them. Let's go for the haste this time around. Okay, that's another stage cleared. We still have the regen going, so shouldn't be a problem. Thanks to all the additional help. Lost all, might. Let's do some more lights. And let's do a meditate followed by a time warp. I messed up the oh, don't die, don't die. There we go. Okay. Now we should be stabilized again. Let's give them a massive speed up. Finish off the boss a little bit quicker. Look at that. The moment they cast that, his HP starts melting. I think our optimization is working pretty well. Let's go back to the tavern. Let's... Actually, don't remember what skill it was that gave me like the ultimate skill. Like the super healer one. Let's go in this direction though. Let's see if this is where that comes out of. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I mean, I'm just upgrading this because I can, but it doesn't do anything by itself. But now we have access to Angel Form. There we go. This is going to do what again? So we have a massive increase on our cooldown charge, okay. And we heal a lot more. So basically this is Super Saiyan mode. This is going to make all the cooldowns extremely fast. This is gonna heal Grandpa Bagel for, what is it? 25% of his maximum HP. Time Warp additionally reduces Angel Form's cooldown, whether it's selected or not. Okay, that's actually really good. Might has a small chance to reset its cooldown after being used. Okay. Angel Form also increases the effect of haste. Sure. When fighting against the boss, reduce Angel Form's current cooldown, so you can just pop it right at the start. Cast All now affects your next 2 spells. Okay, that's really good. Less casting time on that. Additional healing. Additional duration on it. There we go, I'm just picking all of it up. This is going to increase the transmute that I'm not using, but okay. When Angel Form is active, Meditate's casting time is 0. Okay. And when Angel Form is active, all allies gain more experience points. Okay. Instant heal restores more health to allies with 50% or lower HP. Not that useful, but let's pick it up. That means we only have one single ability left in the entire technology tree. 97% completion. Oh yes. I still have more money to spend though. I actually want to make sure we upgrade our region a little bit. Honestly, this might not be that impactful at this point, mostly because we're upgrading our health as much. Yeah, not sure about that. But anyway, we should get a bit more mana back from Meditate. Now, how much mana do we actually get back? 117? Yikes. We might want to invest in this a little bit more. Speaking about investing, let's give both of them some additional HP as well. Grandpa also well. Let's make sure Grandpa stays alive. And some additional damage. Now there is a diminishing return on this, of course, because 10% when you already have 55 levels of that is not going to be quite 10%, or like 2%, but still. At this point, it's the only thing we can invest on. So I think we should be 2 levels away from clearing this. Now this is a base level of 33, and this is actually almost twice as much. Let's see if we can clear this one. Every time an enemy is defeated, other enemies gain increased damage. That sounds painful. Let's find out if it is. Okay, cast all is now going to be doubling, right? So we can give them haste, we can give them might, and then we can make sure our tank doesn't die. So let's make sure they focus on him for a second, and then we can reset that. So we can do this. We can do this. Where's the time warp? There. That was the most useless expenditure of that, but okay. Let's make sure we focus on you. Cast all, life ascension, and might. Let's do angel form just because we can, right? So that was the. Oh, we do then have instant meditate, so that's kind of cool. another might. And another AoE life ascension. Hold on. It wasn't actually working like I intended it to, but okay. Yeah, as soon as we get a few of those buffs off, I think everything else is not that impactful anymore. And that's another might buff on everyone. And meditate just because I can. It's almost angel burn this one, right? I'm not sure what I'm actually gonna use that on. There we go. Have a regen, everyone. Just need to cast this a few more times. Just to top him off. Let's give him some additional HP, and let's give everyone some additional damage. And just because there's so much enemies here, we are actually running into the... I'm kind of randomly clicking stuff now. That's probably not how we should be doing this. Okay. Phew. Okay, Angel Aura. Meditate. That one. Cast all. Let's give them more HP. Let's give them more damage. Then let's cast a couple of those on this dude. Let's make sure she has healing. Yes, my World of Warcraft time is now paying off as a healer that I spent so many things time before. Okay, that's another damage buff. Oh, this is the... I was about to say, this is the last stage already. I didn't even have time to look at how far in we were. But yeah, that's that one done. And that means... what are we going to be spending our money on? Let's see. Let's first unlock the last thing we can unlock. So we can, in theory, raise our people. Raise can now be cast on a living ally. Only restores health. However, we get mana back whenever someone is KO'd. It's better on the tank. But there was a... yeah. This is regen applied to the ally, okay. But there was a skill somewhere that had like the auto raise, right? I don't remember where it was. Was it in here somewhere? Huh. I don't remember. Okay, hold on. Reduced casting time. Raise restores more health, reduces the mana cost. Now we can be cast on a living ally. I thought we could have like a preemptive raise. No, maybe not. I might be misremembering that. But look at the 100% completion of our technology tree, guys. It looks awesome. We probably want to invest a little bit of money into race, just in case we are actually going to be raising someone from the death. There we go. That's probably good enough. And then, yeah, at this point, I think it doesn't matter that much. Let's get all of this to 60, 63. There we go. Let's go for 6-7. Yes, I know you hate me now. Anyway, let's take a stab at the last level. Okay. Cast all. Extra healing. Hold on. So now regen isn't everyone, including the tank. They're doing a lot of damage. So that's another nice buff applied to everyone. Just race on that? I can. I'm not sure if I should be doing that, but let's meditate just because we can. Doesn't feel like burst healing is doing a lot, but might have been something I should have invested in a little bit more. So that's a lot of healing on everyone now. So I can do this and this. Oh, that's the wrong button. But we have that on everyone now, so let's cast all, let's do a life ascension, let's do a might on everyone. I mean, stabilizing in those first, few minutes of the game seems to be vital. So now I can just spam heal, I think. And then whenever cast all comes off cooldown, I can just do that and use it on whatever we have available. So we get haste, maybe apply regen to everyone again. And stabilize. This dude used to do a lot of damage, if I remember correctly. He still does a lot of damage, but I also do a lot of healing. So, there's that. Regen is kind of out healing everything else, I think. Let's cast raise. I'm also gonna cast that. And we can do cast all. We can do might. I actually accidentally clicked the instant heal there. That's the best way to spend that mana, I guess, but still. Do a meditate. We have angel form available if we need it. It feels under control now for the moment though. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so let's do a cast all, then let's do one of those, and let's do another haste buff. See the amount of damage that we're doing now. Should probably have been using my time warp a little bit more effectively. Why is this now unavailable? It's kind of weird. Not sure what's causing that. I also cannot... That's weird. It was just stuck on cooldown there for a little while. And now this is also back. Huh. Interesting. Let's pop this. My Angel Form still active? Well, we're about to find out. There we go. One more level to go, one more stage after this, I mean. Okay, cast all. Hello, Demon King. I'm gonna to increase my health, increase my everything. I'm gonna haste my dude. I'm just gonna use everything as soon as it comes off cooldown at this point. Okay, this is intense. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. Famous last words? Yes. Okay, guys. We got another ruby. I don't think I actually have anything to spend that on, do I? Let me check that out just to be sure. Nope. We have 100% completion on the skill tree. We have an insane amount of upgrades. We did an insane amount of damage there as well. And yeah, that means we now have officially completed the entire Nightmare mode as well. I hope you enjoyed this kind of victory lap progression on Healer Kale in this useless party. I don't think that name really applies anymore yet, but this was a really fun game, and this got me a couple of other hours of enjoyment out of it. So, like I said at the beginning of the first episode, I think this game is like €4 or €5, dollars, whatever you're paying with on Steam. It gave me about 6 or 7 hours of fun, and it was a lot of fun for sure. So consider getting it, wishlisting it. Maybe it's on sale. I think it's actually, as I'm recording this, it is on sale. It might not be when you see this, but either way, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you're still here, you are awesome, and I do hope to catch you in the next one.